This is another question where we can solve it by factoring. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to factor, and in order to factor, I need to get my equation equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides, and that would give me sine squared of x minus 1 equals 0. And then I need to think of how I'm going to factor this. So I'm going to go ahead and make a substitution. I'm going to say that u is equal to sine of x. And that would make this u squared minus 1 equals 0. Now you could solve this by isolating the u squared and taking the square root of both sides, but I'm going to solve it by factoring. So I need to think of things that multiply to -1. And notice that I don't have any u term, so that means I'm going to add to 0. Now, two things that multiply to -1 but add to 0 would be -1 and 1. So that's what my factor is going to be. So since I just have a 1 right here as my leading coefficient, that means I can take that shortcut. And I'll let you do that on the test too. I'm not going to give you a coefficient greater than 1 on the test. So I'd have -1 and +1. And then go ahead and set each factor equal to 0 and solve for it. So there's 1, and then here's my other one. Subtract 1 from both sides. U equals -1. But we didn't really have a u. We really had sine of x. So go ahead and substitute that back in. And then we want to look at our unit circle and see where does sine of an angle give me 1. And so one place is pi over 2, and if I make a full another rotation, then I'm going to be outside of my interval. So that's one solution. And then my second solution is where sine of an angle gets me -1, and that would be at 3 pi over 2, and that's my second solution.